Question number 3. Where do you get your morals from? Similarly, you have to simply ask, does it have to be God? Does it have to be God where morals are from? No. So, this doesn't challenge atheism. It doesn't have to be God, and it doesn't offer any evidence for God. It's irrelevant. Question number 4. How did morals evolve? Similarly, you simply ask, is God the only way morals could even exist? No, so this doesn't challenge atheism. Question 5. How did life begin? This is basically what his question is saying. He words it more vaguely, but with his corrections and subtitles, he basically is saying he's talking about abiogenesis. And so again, there are countless explanations that aren't supernatural. Even if science didn't have a damn good answer, this still wouldn't be evidence for God. It just wouldn't. In conclusion, none of his arguments challenge atheism, even if all his facts were true, and they're not. Furthermore, he really is wrong about science anyways. Please learn more science, guys. P.S. Here are some facts Philos71 has wrong. Research them yourself. I don't have time to fit all of the explanations and persuasions into your video. People have written entire books just to convince you of one of these facts. They're out there, they're strong, they're right. Go read them. Scientists say that life always comes about given time and chance. That's wrong. Show me where they say that. Scientists use chance to fill in gaps in their knowledge. No. Darwinism uses chance as a creative force in biology. Really? No, natural selection's kind of a creative force. Not chance, it's not Darwinism. All atheists believe life has no meaning. Wrong. Atheists just believe, lack a belief in deities. The full spectrum of what life has meaning and other, super duper claims that don't have to do with deities. Atheists vary on all of those. Existence must have a beginning. Or, the Big Bang must have a beginning. Wrong. We don't know that. That could be the first point, if there can be one. Obviously everyone's pointing this out. The world seems fine-tuned to make life possible. No, it doesn't. Just look up the fine-tuning argument, or whatever it's called. It's bogus. It's defeated. Probably 100 years ago, if not 200. It's stupid. Biological life bears the mark of intelligent design. Again, he doesn't offer any evidence, and people who actually study life and make a living off of it, you might call them biologists, they kind of think this is stupid, and you can find this out. The world has moral order. I think that's wrong, We can have a debate about it, but I don't even think it's there. Look for it. Wait, what was the last one? Morals can't come from non-supernatural sources. This is what he implies, and come on, you can think of countless other explanations that are more plausible than, invoking a deity. Before you invoke a deity, why don't you invoke, a universal vibration, or, universal coincidence, or something less than that. Those are all more plausible than some deity, let alone some deity who gave us a book, so forth, so forth. An evolutionary description of our moral behaviors is impossible. This is just bogus. If anything, if you want to accuse evolution of anything, it would be that it seems to offer explanations for everything, even when we don't really have evidence for how it happened. There's always a way it could have happened evolutionarily. The evolutionary principle, natural selection, is so powerful. It gives us explanations. And so, to say that, there's no way I could see how this evolved, that just makes you sound like an idiot. So to say, moral behaviors couldn't possibly have evolved, let alone the way he says it, it's just embarrassing. It means he doesn't understand natural selection at all. At least understand it before you accuse science of being this huge conspiracy, let alone what he does, which is accuse them of just being morons, which, Evolution of morals can't work unless the actors involved are consciously aware of genes. Again, this just shows a gross misunderstanding of evolution. If you bother to learn what evolution claims itself to be, you would never make this mistake. This just shows him to be the charlatan he is. life most likely only exists in one place in our universe. You know, there's only one place that we have proof of, but anyone who's kind of an expert on like the universe, the size of it, the kinds of things that are in it, you know, you might call them astronomers, I think is the word. Their estimate tends to be that there's life more than one place. If not at this exact time, then at least throughout history, you know, of how long we think the universe is, how old it is. The estimation is that, you know, life can't be that rare. You could take issue with this, but to say that, like, definitely life is only here, you know, you can't prove that just because we haven't seen it yet. You know, we don't have enough detail of all those planets and faraway systems to, like, conclude we're the only place where life is. That's a bogus claim to make at this point. And then this kind of nothing lacks a designer thing. It's complete sophistry is what it is. He's saying, like, look, like, everything has a designer except nature, according to you atheists, and that's completely backwards. Nothing has a designer except things designed by humans. You know what I mean? Unless you want to throw the beaver in there, or the ant making the anthill. I stole the beaver from another response video, just to give props. But, come on, man. Nothing is designed. Designed is the exception. If you look at how much time has been spent and how many things have lived, even on just this planet, designed things are the exception, not the rule. The claim that they're the rule is complete nonsense. You can't account for the complexity of creation without an intelligent designer. This is just wrong. This just shows you don't know natural selection. Natural selection, evolution, even the way Darwin presented it, even before Darwin, if you really look at it. The idea that things come about, they get destroyed, the better things spread more. It is a very elegant idea. It explains complexity without any hocus pocus. So even if it is untrue, at least you should give credit that is due. You should give the credit that is due, which is that it is a theory that explains how complexity can come about without an intelligent designer. That's precisely the value of it. And it has been this way. It has been established, and if you knew anything about it, you wouldn't be saying the exact opposite to prove God. In conclusion, Philos71 made a video using reason to attack atheism and science. Now, my response video has largely ignored his errors in science and is focused on his errors in atheism and reason. So we could say, unfortunately, he doesn't seem to understand reason, atheism, or science.